Cheers! Welcome to MovieBitches, episode 10. There we go, 10. Oh, yikes. So tonight we reviewed something that we've been waiting for.
Oh, yes.
Vampire Academy.
So we first saw the trailer, and the trailer's going on, and here we go, and there's that. And I said out loud, what's this stupid movie going to be called? Vampire University or something? And it was like, Vampire Academy. And so that was hilarious.
It was love at first sight.
Oh, yes, yes. So from the initial trailer, I thought, wow, this looks like garbage. Mm-hmm. Then I found out that the director of Heathers and the writer of Mean Girls, and or vice versa.
I think it's director of Mean Girls, writer of Heathers.
Anyway, they were behind it, so I'm on board, because those are two of my favorite movies. Turns out my first assumption was correct, and it is garbage.
First of all, I can't understand what the Weinstein Company was thinking.
They were thinking, we've got the new Twilight, like...
But no.
The casting alone.
Oh, God.
I mean, okay, the main girl looks like Bella. The main guy looks like Robert Pattinson. 100% the only reason that kid got cast is because he looks like Robert Pattinson.
It's true.
And he does, like, his intense...
oh, God.
Stares.
Ugh.
It's perfectly entertaining.
Yeah, I was entertained.
I was not bored.
No.
Although the first, 40 minutes is a lot of, like, them sitting around. And then them, like, going to the library and sitting around.
It felt very, like, Disney Channel original movies. It was like Halloween Town Vampire Edition.
That was what it was like.
Right?
Minus Debbie Reynolds.
Yes. Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh. Can we talk about Dimitri? Because...
Oh, my God.
He might have been my favorite character.
Yeah.
He looks like Steven Seagal. He sounds like Christopher Lambert.
Lots of different places.
By the rule of Vampire Academy.
And it's just this perfect, like, amalgamation of weirdo. He's the main girl's love interest, but
he's the best guardian ever.
He's .. older than her.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
28? He kept throwing numbers out in his weird accent. It was mumbling.
It's one thing if I was 36 and you were 28. Or if I was 28 and you were 20.
It's like,
but
what?
that's not the case. What? How old?
She's like, I'm glad you can do math. And I'm like, what?
Well, because it's Vampire Academy, so
yeah.
Conceivably she could be in college. Like, if it's... I don't know. It was very confusing. Her best friend, who she's sworn to protect via bloodlines and lots of plot exposition, has just been kidnapped, and she goes to Dimitri's house, aka Stephen Lambert, and they jump on each other and start making out, and you're just like, whoa, this really escalated.
What do you want?
Some of that.
This is insane. Insanely hot.
And then he throws her dress in the fireplace.
Yeah.
And it just... Well, there's a lot of exposition.
Yeah.
Like, we're this family, and we're this kind of vampire, and we're that kind of vampire, and we're that kind of family's vampire, and these families don't like each other, but this vampire is that kind of vampire. I mean...
Moroi, good vampires here, and Strigoi, bad vampires, and Dampiers, half human, half vampires, who protecting Moroi from Strigoi.
3 different kinds of vampires is a lot.
It's a lot.
Plus magic, plus wolves.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to... Well, but was she a vampire or was she only half? The protector, guardian.
Not sure.
Yeah.
Unclear.
Because she eats burgers because she's only half?
I don't know.
How does someone
unclear.
Have like a half vampire, half non-vampire baby? Also, how are these vampires having babies?
There was a lot of questions that were not answered. I don't know.
The reveal was hardly a reveal.
Well, so Gabriel Byrne is in it. Lovely. But what are you doing in this movie, Gabriel Byrne? He should have been like the rogue priest that comes to kill the vampires. But anyway, he is not. He's a vampire who's constantly sick with some sort of something.
Some random disease that they just throw out there and we're expected to know.
Some sort of blood disease.
Yep.
Turns out he's evil and he needs blonde main girl to fix him because she can heal stuff.
Yes.
But ultimately, it doesn't matter. The whole thing, she's like, why didn't you just ask me? And he's like, because
it will kill you.
Because it will kill you. But then it doesn't kill her. And then
Right.
she's fine.
Yeah,
And then she recovers, and then she heals someone else later, and it's fine. And it was like, what was the point of all that?
Because she had the support of her blood bitch.
Yeah.
And her blood whore.
Also, they're like lesbians? Question mark? If one vampire bites another vampire, it's real sexy.
And you're not supposed to bite another vampire, apparently,
For some
or whatever.
reason.
But like, she's half vampire.
It's not really explained.
It
I
was
don't know.
not explained. And then she just glamours everyone. Is like, oh no, it's cool. And then she's like, hey, blood bitch. And then the other girl's like, I'm glad that you can joke about it. Everyone's just kind of like,
So the two girls are really mad at each other.
Yeah.
They're just furious with each other.
Mm-hmm.
The girl's walking, brunette girl
Yeah.
is walking behind blonde girl.
Yeah.
And a hole appears in the ground. Her foot
But that's not explained until literally like the last 5 minutes of the movie.
Brunette girl is stepping into a hole, and her shin just snaps in half.
Yeah.
Crazy compound fracture, like, out of nowhere. And then she wakes up in the hospital, and they're best friends again. They're best friends
Well,
again.
because she saved her and healed her. She thought she was going to lose her, Avril. We do not know where it is, either.
No.
Russia?
It's very much unclear.
Transylvania? I don't know.
Well, it's actually called
St. Vladimir's.
St. Vladimir's Academy.
Yeah.
But it's Vampire Academy. It's
Don't
cool
say
name.
that V word.
You know how I feel about the V word.
Sorry, I said I should say it with my British accent. Don't say the
Don't
V
say
word.
the V word.
You know how I feel about the V word.
I don't like that.
The princess doesn't like the word vampire.
She does not.
She repeatedly tells brown-haired girl. I don't fucking know their names.
I don't like that.
Who knows their names? I don't know. The one person I know in this movie,
Yep.
Sarah Hyland
Yep.
from Modern Family,
Yep.
is in this movie playing a nerd ball.
I mean, she was funny because I feel like
Yeah.
she hammed it up. Like,
she super hammed it up.
she was like, I'm nerdy.
If she was ever in the background of a scene, she was doing this.
Yeah, she just constantly had her mouth open. Like, and then she becomes an evil vampire.
Spoilers.
Who almost kills blonde chick. No,
No.
who almost kills brunette chick.
Almost kills
And
brunette chick.
almost kills Dimitri.
Not Dimitri.
Not Dimitri. And that was when he declares
best.
his love for her.
Yeah.
He goes, my rose, my rose. And he picks her up
No,
and
but he
carries
says
her out.
My Rose. I can't even do his accent. It's
Yeah,
so
it's
preposterously
so-
stupid. It's Christopher Lambert. It's like from nowhere and yet everywhere. It's very.
It was really, yeah.
So I would say if you like bad movies, go see it.
Yeah, or at least watch it on Netflix instant some night when you feel like having a drinking game.
Sure.
What's the drinking game? Quick.
Every time they say vampire.
Oh my god, yes.
Every time you don't understand what is happening in the plot.
Oh, you'll be wasted.
Every time they introduce a character that ultimately doesn't matter at all.
Every time they introduce a new superpower.
Yes.
Cool. Cheers. I'm like out.